Fuck, I always do this wrong. What's going on, my minimalist members? My name is Captain Spider, and welcome to the review time. It's not the After Flash. Welcome to review time, the #1 source for everything on reviews for TV shows, movies, and various other things like that. As you guys know, on Tuesdays I always watch The Flash, and tonight was the season finale, if you didn't know. And let me tell you now, it was motherfucking badass! I was like, I was like screaming at my TV half the time because I was like, God damn it, no, yay, no. I was going completely nuts because it was just that friggin' badass. And I'm gonna give you guys a little synopsis and my opinion on what the episode was. And personally, you can tell my opinion was very good. So basically, at the beginning, throughout the entire episode, Barry is trying to decide now whether or not he wants to go back in time and save his mom. Harrison Wells offers him the way, saying that if he uses the particle accelerator and slams into one of the hydrogen particles that spins around the collider, then if he hits it correctly at Mach 2, then he'll be able to open the wormhole to go anywhere in time. And this works out for Harrison Wells too, Eobard Thawne, because it allows him then to go home. And throughout the entire episode, basically, you're seeing he talks to Joe, he talks to Iris, he'll talk to his dad, and they all kind of give him the general consensus. Joe says at first yes, then he's no, and he's like, I don't want you to just let me decide on what you're gonna do. Just you gotta do what you gotta. I don't want you to be the reason. I don't want to be the reason why you don't do it. Iris tells him you gotta do what you gotta do. His dad says no because he'll think, oh well, you're gonna be something completely different. You'll be something different. Who knows what you'll turn out like if you had both of us? Basically saying not to. And what ends up happening though, and a little side plot, you got a little tension between Cisco and Eobard Thawne. You've got the marriage of Ronnie and Caitlin. Woo-hoo! Yeah boy, yeah boy! And other things like that, but that's not really important for this episode. It's just little side junk. And basically, Barry only has 1 minute and 52 seconds before a black hole will open if they don't close the wormhole in time. So what ends up happening is that Barry goes back in time, he opens the wormhole, he slams into the hydrogen particle correctly, and Harrison Wells, I keep saying Harrison Wells, Eobard Thawne walks him basically through how to run through the Speed Force, and he's seeing all different kinds of memories, the past, the present, the future, all that kind of junk. And it's really good, and it's really cool, like, how they did it, because I've seen, if you guys know, I watched the Flashpoint Paradox. I think I didn't do a video for that, but what that was, they actually showed the Speed Force there too, and I thought that was really cool. Well, traveling through time, and it's really cool how it's done. But that's not. It wasn't the point. Basically, he goes back in time though. He gets to the point. He gets to the night where his mother was killed. He watches his mother kind of die, and he sees his past self. His future past. However you want to word it, I guess. He sees like his past self, his future self. When he sees the self that saved his younger self, that was completely bad. I apologize. He sees the Flash that saved him when he was a child, what was kind of cool was that like the Flash then who saved him kind of was like, bruh. He looked over and he's like, not yet. Like, he knew that the Flash was going to be there, and that'll lead into something completely different later. And basically then after that, after Eobard stabs her in the chest, Barry walks out, his father's unconscious with the knife on the floor. Barry goes up to her, and she's like, who are you? Barry takes off his mask, he's like, Ma, it's me, it's Barry, I'm from the future, and I just wanted to tell you that Dad and I are okay. Yeah, man. We're all good. And then she dies, and Barry's crying about the entire thing. So then, after that, you see, after a little cue from the past, the first Flash, you'll see his helmet fly in through the wormhole. Eobard Thawne is about to head out back to his own time, and then the Flash just comes in from the past, and he's like, boom, smashing the time machine that Eobard was going to use, the time machine that they had to rebuild Cisco and Ronnie. They rebuilt Harrison Wells' machine, and basically he goes and they ensue another fight. And another little subplot that kind of ties into the whole thing. Eddie is told that by Dr. Stein that coincidence is something that he's just a coincidence, that Harrison Wells just happened to land here, where his great, I think it's like 7 or 8 greats grandfather was, saying it's just a coincidence. And then he goes, and then Iris and him reconcile. He's like, screw the future, and she's like, screw the future. And then at the very end, where this actually matters, is Eddie. Then we see in the particle accelerator where like there fights ensuing between Flash and Reverse Flash, or sorry, Professor Zoom. For you very, very strong comic fans, I personally am with you on that. I wish they called him that. But what basically happens then is he shoots himself in the chest, which ergo then erases Eobard Thawne. Everybody's like, oh god, no, Eddie, no, he's dead, no, no. So basically then, Eobard is like, what are you going to do now, Barry? As he's disintegrating, he's like, what are you going to do now? I've been ruling your life for so long, how will you exist without me? Then he vanishes. Then all of a sudden the wormhole starts to open up again, even though it's already been closed. They're like, it's open again, and well, shit gets real then, because a giant wormhole is above Central City, just swirling around, sucking up everything, sucking up the world, and basically they realize, oh shit, the world's gonna come to an end. And then Barry makes the realization, okay, I'm gonna try to stop it. I don't care what the hell you guys say. I'm gonna go run, and I'm gonna try to stop it. I'm gonna and I'm gonna stop it. He basically then runs up the building. His dad's watching this from like the jail, and he's like running up there. He runs up the buildings, runs into the wormhole, tries to stop it, and gets further up in the wormhole, and then the episode cuts. No preview for the next episode or anything. They just say it's gonna come back in the fall. That's what this episode was all about. That's what happened in this episode. Personally, I love this. I love the show. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of The Flash. It's one of my favorite TV shows. It's one of the only TV shows really that I actually really like, and I really enjoy it. And personally, I think they knocked it out of the park. But the thing though that bothers me about this episode, one, Eobard Thawne dies. Well, Eddie dies. So ergo, Eobard Thawne can never exist. Ergo, the Reverse Flash, Professor Zoom, never exists. So basically, he never went back. So technically speaking, he never goes back in time to kill his mother, which ergo makes Barry not be the Flash, which ergo makes Harrison Wells alive, which means the particle accelerator occurs about 10 years later, I think it was. If I remember correctly, from when Eobard Thawne, the episode where Eobard Thawne kind of takes out Harrison Wells. He's like, in about 10 years, you and your wife, Tess Morgan, would build a particle accelerator that would change the course of history. I needed to happen a bit sooner. And basically then, that's not important. That's not important, people. Not important. So anyway, so basically though, it kind of cancels everything. It kind of cancels out the entire events of the first season, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe there'll be a big hole. Maybe I'm wrong completely. Let me know what you guys think. If I'm right or if I'm wrong, or if I'm somewhat right. Maybe it's just a theory, a TV show theory. Anyway, though, personally though, this episode they did knock it out of the park, and what it kind of cues to the newspaper you constantly see throughout the show saying Flash vanishes in Crisis. That's relating to the Infinity Crisis, and the Infinity Crisis is a very large part of the DC comic book lore. And I hope to God they kind of tie it in, and they kind of don't, because I know some of the stuff, and I won't spoil anything. If you guys want to watch, read the Infinity Crisis, go check it out. I hear it's really good. But I know what the Infinity Crisis is, and I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to give you guys a long read about what the Infinity Crisis is. But personally though, I hope to God though that, and personally I think they really wrapped up the season great. It left me on the edge of my seat. I was waiting for them to be like, is there something more? Something more coming? Plus, I need more. And it made me on the edge of my seat, and it really was great. And I hope to God that the time travel really doesn't affect too much of history. I hope that they make Gorilla Grodd kind of a more prominent enemy, maybe, or they have a really good villain for the season. I mean, they said too in the very end episode, instead of giving a little preview, they said, oh, we're going to be introducing the villains in a new dynamic way, and I hope that they do something good, because this show has been really good so far, and I cannot wait until the fall. And I'll probably post a couple other Flash videos by then, probably maybe a video effects or something, but it all depends on what I can figure out how to do, or if I come up with like theories, or if I come up with like history of characters. But anyway, though, personally, but like I said, though, this is gonna be really good. And something too, little tidbit for you. Next season on the Arrow, it's basically Steve Amell said that he's not going. The Arrow is dead. The Arrow is dead, but not in the way you're thinking. Because if you look on, say, oh, I don't know, IMDb, how the fuck you pronounce it? That movie website, or you go to Wikipedia, it'll say Oliver Queen / Green Arrow, which makes you think maybe he's saying that the Arrow is dead and now Green Arrow is coming. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this review time for the Flash season finale. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. And as always, if you guys want to see more review times like this, or if you want me to do my After Flash kind of style with the effects, it'll take a little longer. It'll probably be posted the next day. But other than that, let me know what you guys think. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!